Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching The Political Vigilante. I apologize. We are in a temporary workspace. I had to move. They sold my unit and my new place. There's been a delay in getting my Wi-Fi set up. So this is where we're at. It's temporary. We will be back in the regular studio with the cool screen behind us. But I still wanted to get you some stories, and I really appreciate you supporting what we're doing. Of course, we're in our third month of demonetization from YouTube. So please, 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 support us at patreon.com/Graham Elwood or rockfin.com/Graham Elwood. You get a bunch of bonus content, and you can really support what we're doing. But I wanted to talk about this. So Joe Biden, right? He's so much better than Trump. He's Mr. Peace. He's the two parties. There's such a huge difference between both of them, right? That's why Joe Biden is going to keep this arms deal going. Biden administration moving ahead with UAE F-35 drone sales for now. I've done stories about the F-35. It has been a complete boondoggle waste of time. $1.5 trillion for the F-35, and it doesn't even work that great. But they've had to keep spending money after dollar after dollar after dollar. And what do we get? What do we get? It could, $1.5 trillion could give everybody Medicare for all. It could wipe out student debt. No, but here's the story. The U.S. State Department is moving forward with the sale of F-35 Joint Strike Fighters and MQ-9 drones to the UAE, a decision which will now face a legal challenge from a nonprofit seeking to halt the weapons agreement. Well, good for that not-for-profit. At stake is the arms package approved in the waning days of the Trump administration. So do you understand what that? Trump approved this. Biden gets into office, and he's going to keep it going. Because the war machine does not care, Republican, Democrat, doesn't care. Doesn't care. What they're hoping is that everybody goes back to brunch and stops paying attention and is okay with war when a Democrat does it. I mean, that was the most beautiful thing beautiful victory for them, not for us, when they were like, oh my God, Obama is bombing the Middle East. He's setting it on fire. He's dropping more bombs than Bush, but the liberals are saying, yay, they go back to brunch. That's what they want. So here's what's also included in this deal. 50 F-35s, 18 MQ-98 Reapers, as well as thousands of munitions and hundreds of missiles. The total sale comes with an estimated $23 billion price tag. So it cost $1.5 trillion just to develop the F-35 to make it possible. Now they're selling them at whatever they are per unit. In December, the New York Center for Foreign Affairs Policy filed a legal claim that the Trump administration failed to provide a reasonable explanation for its decision to sell F-35 fighter jets and other weapons to the UAE, which would place it in breach of the Administrative Procedure Act. Hey, I'm all for it. However you can stop war, I'm all for it. Stop it in any way, shape, however you can do it, get it stopped. The Biden administration announced a blanket review of all recent arms sales cleared by the Trump administration. While it notably froze a pair of weapons deals for Saudi Arabia, the administration never put in place a hard freeze on the U.S. equipment. Now, let's just look at this deal real quick. Let's bring up this. Boeing Raytheon missile sales to Saudi Arabia paused by the Biden administration. Now, this is critical here. Read this footage. Read this word paused. Why is it paused? Because it's giving the appearance that Biden is going to be tough on Saudi Arabia. We're pausing arms sales. We're not going to come down on them for killing Khashoggi. We're not going to come down on them for, what they're doing in Yemen, because we're profiting from it as well. I mean, we are basically in a proxy war with Iran in Yemen. That's what it is. And so we're totally okay with allowing the Saudis to do whatever they want to do in Yemen. And the blockade, which is literally starving people. We've had 85,000 dead children in Yemen. So this is just more of I want this to be real clear. The word pause is very critical here, because this is more of the performative acts of the Democratic Party. But it won't really, let's read the details of this story, right? In Defense News, right? So The Biden administration has paused indefinitely two precision-guided munition sales to Saudi Arabia worth as much as $760 million. So just pause two things. It's part of a new policy aimed at curtailing violence in Yemen. Curtailing. Now, America could end the war in Yemen right now, today, and it won't. So this is just the incremental centrism of the Democratic Party that appears like it's so different from the Republicans, but the war machine is still going, right? The war machine is still going. So this was back in February when they did. U.S. ends support for the Saudi-led war in Yemen. Biden to announce end to U.S. support for the Saudi-led coalition waging war in Yemen. We'll see about this. I highly doubt it. So the two deals include Ford military sale case for 3,000 Boeing-made GBU-39 small diameter bombs. God, we just sell death and destruction around the world. That's all we do. We just sell death and destruction. The second is a direct commercial sale for Raytheon Technologies munitions, likely the reported $478 million sale of 7,000 paveway 4 smart bombs. I wonder how many schools that would build. How many schools? $478 million of these bombs. It's just, is it possible that further Saudi weapon sales may be paused or outright canceled in the future, as the Biden administration has announced a wide-ranging review of weapon sales cleared by the Trump administration? According to a White House spokesperson, arms sales to Saudi will go back to the traditional arms sale oversight process. Let me translate that for you. We're going to still sell weapons to the Saudis. We're just going to make it seem like, and dummy vote any blue will do liberals will go, see, Biden is better. Oh, we're having a review process before we still end up selling them bombs that will fucking destroy people and ruin people's lives in the Middle East. We will have a review process, but we'll still spend the money. We're still going to spend the money. We're still going to spend the money. So let me just show you. Let me just show you. Let me just show you. I'm just going to ecosia.org. Biden's military budget. This is from The Hill. This is 5 days ago. Biden requests $753 billion defense budget, a slight increase. So I'm sorry. I really want you to see hold on, let's do it this way. I really want you to see how ridiculous this is. I really want you to see this. He's still going to get a slight increase in his war budget. He's still going to President Biden is requesting a $753 billion defense budget for next fiscal year, with $715 billion of that going to the Pentagon. The 2022 proposed budget represents a slight increase over this year, likely to upset both progressives who sought cuts to Pentagon budgets and defense hawks. The budget outline released Friday does not detail exactly what the money would buy. Why do we need to detail anything? The Pentagon just gets whatever they want. With more comprehensive proposal expected later this spring. A fact sheet released by the White House said the Defense Department budget prioritizes the need to counter the threat from China. Counter the threat from China. Oh, we outspend. Okay, we're just going to keep doing this. We're just going to just keep using. Let's just go back to ecosia.org. China's military budget. This is last year's military budget, $178 billion military budget. So, okay, let's do some simple math, okay? Let's do some simple math, you guys. I'm going to take the $753 billion budget of Joe Biden. So we're just going to take 753 minus 178. 178 equals $575 billion more. We spend 500, let me put that right there, $575 billion more than China. And we're worried about China's military? We're worried about China's military. Okay, really? So this is, the overall budget includes Pentagon funding and non-Pentagon programs such as Department of Energy nuclear weapons funding. Oh, Biden's going to keep some nukes going. While the administration proposes a budget, it's up to Congress to fund the government. Lawmakers routinely deviate from or sometimes simply ignore presidential budget requests. They'll give them more. And this is where, by the way, the so-called progressive caucus could come in and go, no, we're only going to approve $500 million, but this is insane. If we cut this in half, okay, all right, I'm sorry we're doing just a basic math program for everybody. So this is how much $575 billion is the difference. So let's just take this, 753 divided by 2 equals 307. So if we cut our military budget in half, this would be half of 753. That's still almost $200 billion more than China's budget. Theirs is 178. So if we cut our budget in half, we would still outspend China by $200 billion. And this is part of in Raytheon. Okay, this is in Raytheon. You know, they're a big part of this. So why, G. Graham, why are you bringing up Raytheon? Why am I bringing up Raytheon? Let's I don't know. Why does Raytheon pop into my mind? Joe Biden's secretary. I'm just doing this online. Joe Biden's Secretary of Defense. Retired General Lloyd Austin as Secretary of Defense nominee. Oh wow, first black man. That's impressive. Oh, that's really impressive what he's doing. Wow, Lloyd Austin, former commander of U.S. Central Command, would make history the first black person to lead the Pentagon. Wow, that's amazing. Look at all this history. It's such history. Why? So he's not a general anymore. He's not. What is he doing? Let's look through the article. I don't know where is he? What is he doing? What is he up to? Where is it listed here? I know he's got a job somewhere. Let's just, I don't know, I'm going to just copy and paste this, and then I'm going to just put Raytheon. What comes up? It's all through Reuters. Everybody, Lloyd, look at this. Oh, well. Reuters. Everything's about, oh, he's the first. It was voted 93-2 in a 100-member chamber. Oh, man. This is amazing. This is amazing. He is on. We have China and Russia out there with capabilities that we didn't really believe we would find ourselves with. Oh, boy. He retired from the Army in 2016. Gee, they just keep leaving out this important thing as you scroll through this. Oh, Austin's nomination also prompted questions about his former position on the board of defense contractor Raytheon Technologies. Austin has pledged to fully divestify from Raytheon within 90 days of his confirmation. Oh, isn't that weird? So the bomb machine keeps going. The bomb machine keeps going. And we have Raytheon as the Secretary of Defense. This is how it shakes out. So this is why Biden is still going to sell weapons, a deal put in place by Trump at the end of Trump's presidency. Biden is going to keep it going. I'm showing you this to show you that there aren't two parties in this system. There's the ruling elites and everybody else. And part of the ruling elites are the defense contractors. The war machine never ends. It doesn't matter, Republican, Democrat, it doesn't matter. The most diverse cabinet ever. All right, a bunch of warmongers. And the vote any blue will do liberals will be congratulating themselves at brunch over the fact that now women and people of color can bomb and profit. The American war machine rolls on. So look around your neighborhood. Is there anything that needs fixing? Are there any homeless people that could use housing? Do you have kids in school and your schools need more funding? Are they cutting programs in school? We're cutting the arts, we're cutting music, we're cutting sport programs. We just don't have the money, but we got money. We got $153 billion for our war machine. $153 billion for our war machine. But you don't get free health care. And your kids don't get free college. And we don't treat homeless people with dignity and give them homes. We don't have a government pension program to ensure that everybody in this country, when they become a senior citizen, is taken care of, like they do in other countries. We don't have any of those things. But we got bombs and we got war. Support what we do. Shave your knuckles for justice. Ba-boom.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button. Go to patreon.com/Graham Elwood and rockfin.com/Graham Elwood, where you can support the show. Also, I have a Bitcoin wallet, a Bitcoin Cash wallet, and an Ethereum wallet in the show notes. We're taking cryptocurrency. I have a Coinbase affiliation link. We're going to be getting on some other exchanges. So that's how you support the show. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. YouTube is unsubscribing us at an alarming rate. I have a PayPal button at GrahamElwood.com. I even have a Venmo at Graham-Elwood. There's a lot of ways to support our show. We are getting crushed by YouTube. We've dipped under 73,000 subscribers because of YouTube. Thanks for supporting what we do.